blood lingers within the crypto markets once again. And as a result, we are seeing TAMADOGE potentially plummet further, guys. Oh, look at this, red in the markets. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you to all the new subs, the new patrons. You guys are amazing. So what's happening with crypto? Well, we can see Bitcoin has unfortunately lost a key level of support. It lost at 20,000. We went momentarily under $19,000. As a result, we see many low market cap gems like TAMADOGE, like all of the altcoins. Unfortunately, they get rejected, right? You lose a bit of momentum, you lose support, Bitcoin comes down and drags the altcoin market down with it. So we're seeing it at the moment, guys. Hope you're all well, by the way. It's a lovely sunny, crisp sort of winter's morning here in the UK. I've got my coat on because, well, heating costs a lot nowadays. And let's have a look. So TAMADOGE is now trading at $0.0368, right? Ranked 2,662, $38.6 million market cap. And looking at the last month, it was a great show. It was a really massive 20x euphoric bull run. We corrected over 80%, which is typically normal. I mean, you look at Bitcoin, it's also corrected 80% from top to bottom of its market cycle peak, right? So it's completely normal. It's the same psychology that you're seeing in a market cycle. It's just fast forward, right? That's what happens when you have a low market cap gem in a pre-sale. Everything happens at 100 times the rate. Instead of a 1400 day bull market, you just have this 2, 3, 4 week bull market, aka a pre-sale. So it's pretty crazy, and trading at 0.037. So all pre-sale investors, I'm happy to say, are in profit. Maybe if you FOMO'd in towards the end, you may not have been in profit. So that's unfortunate, but the key takeaway is the pre-sale was very valuable, and in my opinion, this is starting to look like a dollar cost averaging zone where we can start piling in more TAMADOGE at a lower cost. I'm waiting for, personally, a potential 0.025 level, though I don't think it's going to be very likely. When we're looking at the volume across exchanges, most of it is still on OKX and Uniswap. The smaller exchanges, we're not getting so much volume come through. Maybe there could be more incentive to start trading on there, like bonuses or giveaways or something. Not too sure, but yeah, definitely getting most of the volume on Uniswap and OKX at the moment. And here is the website. 2 days, 3 hours left. You've got the auction, 100 beautiful rare looking NFTs which are for sale, and they look really cool. I'll quickly show you here on OpenSea. By the way, guys, if you're new to the channel, get yourself down into the Discord below. Over 1,000 people all looking at pre-sales together. TAMADOGE, we've got the IMPT token, which is now live too. And there's also a section here where you can talk about TAMADOGE and IMPT specifically, as well as all the signals. You've got the pre-sales coming up. You've got DeFi, staking, general discussion, just talking about anything kind of crypto related. And like I say, over 1,000 people. So come and say hi. Don't be shy. Let's all grow together in a very much like-minded network. And let's prosper in 2022 and for the years to come. So do come and say hello, join the Discord down below. That would be absolutely amazing. So here we are with the NFTs. I think they just look so good, and anyone that says they don't, you're out your mind. But you can see some of these are actually bidding for 1.5 Ethereum, so that's over $2,000 almost. And I can imagine and dubiously speculate that maybe by the next crypto bull run, we could see these NFTs quite easily do like a 5 to 10x, a real good NFT flipping opportunity here. Because guys, TAMADOGE is sitting at like $38 million market cap in a crypto bear market. The potential for still a 5, 10, 15 or 20x by 2025 is still very much pragmatic in my opinion. And here is the Twitter space, so we're going to check out what's going on TAMADOGE Twitter. Pushing their NFTs, of course. They've also got a bit of a collaboration of OKX going on, a social giveaway. OKX users will win up to 100 in TAMA, $100 I suppose. What else do we have here? We've got some memes going on, and this was interesting. It was a Twitter space yesterday from Carl, like an interview, and he was saying how he's really adamant to get TAMADOGE to $1 no matter what happens. Whilst he is head of growth at TAMADOGE, he's going to push TAMADOGE to $1 at some point in his career. And whilst he's working there, I think that's absolutely amazing that we've got leaders like Carl in the space, pushing the FUDers to one side and just sticking to a strategy, an objective, a long-term strategy, and he's going to get TAMADOGE to $1 at some point in the future. It's going to be one of the best meme coins. It still is. It's getting crazy volume. It's like one of the best in terms of market capital valuation, and we haven't even had all the products launch yet. If you look at the TAMADOGE roadmap, it's just so bullish, right guys? So I think it's really important to just understand where we are on the macro scale in the blockchain market, where we are in the market cycle phase, we're still very much deep in a crypto winter, and TAMADOGE is doing beautiful things. So imagine how it could do in the years to come. If I see TAMADOGE come down to 2 cents, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to dollar cost average and buy so much more. Also, another announcement here, 21 hours ago, you can now buy TAMA directly using your bank card or via a bank transfer. That's possible thanks to our partners, Transact. So it's not brand new news, but again, it's really good that we have these commercial services for people, because it means that we can get people buying from all over the world and not just in countries that are not restricted. So that's very important, and I'm still super bullish. So what's happening with Bitcoin on the macro scale? Let's quickly check out Bitcoin first, because of course if we lose support for Bitcoin further, if we see more continuation to the downside, we're going to see TAMADOGE potentially flop again. And we have had a sea of red candles, as we can see. The last days have been pretty bearish. We've had 4 consecutive reds here. We've had 2 reds here in a row. We could be finding support, but the RSI is still looking rather neutral at the moment. So below the 20-day moving average, looking at the Bollinger Bands, we're not that close to the bottom, but I do think there is a chance of touching down onto $18,500. So about 18.5k is where I think it could potentially go, but we have seen a lot of red here, so there's a good chance we could still get a bounce momentarily. 4-hour time frame, I mean, Bitcoin is oversold, so looking at this particular data here, it would actually tempt me to go long, as historically when Bitcoin is oversold, as we see on the 4-hour time frame over here on the 19th, on the 7th, and also the 28th of August, we actually see Bitcoin get a bounce every single time. So it's almost tempting to go long here, because I do think there's a good chance that Bitcoin will come up to 19.3k or even retest its resistance at about 19.6k in the short term. Of course, if we see more negative momentum to the downside, there's a good chance Bitcoin will retest the 18.5k level, but I don't think that's very likely or pragmatic on this particular occasion. I think we can hold the line here. I don't think 18.6k will happen, and I certainly don't think 17.6k will happen yet. It could happen again in the future, but just not yet. If it happens really quickly, it's going to be a huge shakeout. Maybe it's going to just be a big squeeze and create a load of panic in the market, a shakeout for more whales to start accumulating, because typically as the price of Bitcoin comes down, we see more whale accumulation. Now we're looking at the TAMADOGE charts here, everyone. I know this is the part you've probably been waiting for. So yeah, crazy stuff. Let's have a look now on the Fibonacci extension side of things. We have corrected all the way now down below the 0.786 Fib level. We are under the 20-day moving average, and looking at the Bollinger Bands, we're starting to get close to the bottom of the ribbon. It's tightening, meaning there's a bit of tension, it's coiling. We might actually see a decisive move to the upside or the downside here some point soon. We can see the RSI is now floating towards this oversold territory. It doesn't look like there's any bearish or bullish divergence that I can actually see, but it does look like we are in a bit of a falling wedge pattern here, which is typically a bullish reversal pattern. So yes, this is now a resistance. Let's have a look. This is a key resistance now. We do need to see TAMADOGE break through. We're literally hovering on the resistance level, as you see from this wick here, written on the 1st of October. But it's very possible that we might actually still come down a little bit lower. I'm talking about the 2.7 region, maybe even the 2.23 region before getting a bounce. I think we could still come lower for some more accumulation to get a proper breakout of this falling wedge. If that doesn't happen, then we will break through this resistance right here, one that we're looking at now, at around 367 or 0.367, and maybe we'll retest the falling wedge resistance at 0.039 and get that breakout. So the technical targets would be really, the first sign would be around 0.042, 0.047, and the golden pocket at 0.056 are all realistic targets. So yeah, it's a bit of an accumulation phase here, in my opinion, and it could be a very nice sort of opportunity to start dollar cost averaging in. Not financial advice, of course, but looking at things like, the RSI over here, sorry, not the RSI, the Bollinger Bands, 20-day moving average is starting to look like we can think about it, moving into the 1 hour time frame. Again, look at this. We are sitting at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. We're underneath the 20-day moving average. Things like this make me feel rather bullish usually. And there we go. We've just flipped it into support. Perfect. So that's back into support now. We might still get some juicy continuation to the upside. So guys, let me know what you think is going to happen with TAMADOGE. Do you think we'll get a successful breakout of this particular falling wedge. You know, we've had some really big red candles here, and we're still putting through lower lows and lower highs simultaneously. I think there's a good chance we might get a breakout soon. It's hard to say when, and it also depends on the sentiment in the remainder of the crypto market. So yeah, that's about a wrap of this one, guys. I think TAMADOGE, you know, it's done amazing things. Pre-sale price as for beta sale investors, you're looking at 20x. If you got in even on the centralized exchange at 0.02, you still made 1000%. So the opportunity was very real. Looking at future bull cycles, you know, where could we really see TAMADOGE go realistically from where we are? I mean, 29 cents, 40 cents, 62 cents, and hyper bullish target of 72 cents. So I think that would be like a $720 million market cap at the current supply level. So yeah, all very much, you know, realistic possible goals for TAMADOGE, and I'm not going anywhere just because this is crashing. I'm still going to make videos on this. I'm still going to let you know if I'm buying. Personally, at these levels, no, I'm waiting for lower because I do think anything can happen in crypto, and I would rather wait for a really oversold position, even though on this 2-hour time frame we did come down oversold. But it's just, you know, I want a bigger time frame. I want to see it be oversold on the 6-hour. I want to see it oversold on the 4-hour, possibly even the daily. But either way, TAMADOGE is certainly here to stay, and I think that is what's important. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like, comment. Guys, come and say hello in the Discord. Like I say, there's so much going on, and this information is absolutely invaluable. My goal is to make as many of you guys a 10 to 100x as possible. Don't also forget, we've got the IMPT pre-sale, which is live, and just tomorrow there's going to be another announcement of a pre-sale. VIP members will find out about that first, but look at this, IMPT pre-sale phase 1. Already $3.262 million have been raised. So if you want to participate in this pre-sale, another potential 5 to 100x, I know, crazy numbers, then check out down below. I've got the pre-sale link there. I've got the Discord link. I've got the Patreon page. Everything you need to venture the crypto markets is down below, guys. So if you need help with anything, tailoring your strategy, you know, understanding crypto, learning, you're in the right space. So yeah, I really appreciate all the new subs, patrons. See you soon. Stay crypto safe, and bye for now.